Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So my name is Pinky, the real life Brat doll, and if you're new here, welcome babe. So without wasting any time, because I don't have time because of load shedding. Ugh. But anyways, as you guys can see by the title of the video, I am manifesting my ideal man, honey. Yes. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So I'm just gonna list out the things that I wish that I hope he has, like in terms of his personality, his characteristics, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And also don't mind me going fast and also looking down because I have a note down here. And the reason I'm going fast is because of load shedding. As I mentioned earlier, I literally have probably less than 30 minutes left to do this video. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get into it. So, oh my gosh, I literally was like not in the mood to do my makeup today. I wanted to come on camera like with my natural face, but then I was like, nah, that's not, I'm not gonna feel good, because I like doing my makeup and like posting how I achieve it as well. So I decided, let me do this simple look. I hope you guys like it. And I was also lazy to rock my afro because afro is such hard work. It literally feels like a second child or you have a pet or something. So I was like, no, I'm not about to detangle my knots because I did some amafleja or some braids on my natural hair, and I have to detangle it, comb it out so that it's froey, and then after that, after me doing the video, I must literally do the knots again. And I was like, I ain't got time, but something was telling me, let me do this video. So yeah, the first category of this manifesting my ideal man thing, so the first category is physical. So how I would like him to look physically is, I would obviously like him to be tall. Not necessarily tall like these basketball players tall, but just like taller than me. I don't want to look at you like this. I want to look up, at least. And also when I wear my heels, I would like for him to still be tall. In fact, he will. Let me talk about him like he's there, he's waiting for me, he just doesn't know me probably. So another thing that I would like from him is good teeth. Like I want him to naturally have beautiful straight teeth. I don't want to meet him and find out later that he had braces. Okay, maybe it won't be a train smash, but I just don't want him to have veneers. I don't want a guy that, yeah, is wearing veneers. No, I don't like it. I don't want it. Another thing that I would like from my man is for him to be not thin. Like I don't want a DC Young Fly type of thin guy. I want him to have some meat. Like Idris Elba. I don't want you to be, like the Rock buff, but I just want you to just have like some shoulders, something, some masculinity to you. So yeah, that's another thing I need in my ideal man, honey. Another thing is, I would love for him to have decent feet. I know you guys have noticed like how ugly men's feet look, especially like African guys. They be having really, really scary looking feet, and that's why they wear socks with their flops. So I don't want him to have pretty feet. Like there are men out there with really pretty feet, but I don't want him to have curly feet. I just want them to be decent. They mustn't look like somebody came and was like, boo! And they look like they're like, ah. I saw Shaquille O'Neal's feet, and I was like, whoa, bruh. He would have to wear socks all the time. So I don't want that. Pretty feet, please. Decent feet, Lord. Yes. So another thing I would like in him is for him to be a caramel tone like me, if not a darker tone. I don't want him to go lighter than me because I don't like, okay, let me just say it. I don't like light skinned dudes. I don't want light skinned dudes. Not that I've never dated anyone who's light skinned, but I just realized that I have a preference and I want them to have some melanin, because that gives you that oomph, that masculine energy. Because I don't want you to turn pink, like if I ever like say something sweet to you, next thing you're blushing. Like, no, blushing is for me. So I don't want a man that blushes, honey. No. Oh, yes. So another thing, lastly, in terms of physical, okay, I hope it's last because I'm still going to think about what am I forgetting. So the last feature I think that I want in my ideal man, honey, is for him to not be ugly. I don't want him to be handsome as well. I just want him to be in the middle, you know. I don't want a guy that will be in the mirror. Like, I just want him to be like a man. I don't want to be in the mirror with you for hours because this took time. And I hate that it takes time. At the same time, when I actually start doing my makeup, I enjoy it. But it really was like, yo, and it's so hard in South Africa. So yeah, I guess that's why. So yeah, let's go into another category. Oh, lastly, with the physical side of things, I want my man to have a hairline, okay? I want him to not be Safari, because Safari was literally, you could see that he went somewhere to add a hairline. So I hope that he is a man with hair, like naturally. I don't want him to, like, if it's long hair, it's cool, but I want him to be a natural guy who, like, cuts like a brush cut naturally. I don't want a bald guy. No, 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 no. So yeah, so now it's off to the personality side. So, what I would like my ideal man's personality to be is I would like for him to be kind. Not necessarily to everyone, but to me. Like, I want him to be that type of guy, like, when you see him in the streets, you're like, oh my gosh, he looks like you wouldn't approach him. He's not easily approachable. But when I am with him, I know like how kind he is and how genuine he is and how loving he is. Like in the streets, I don't want him to be someone who smiles a lot, like well. So as I was saying, I hope that he is exteriorly he looks like threatening, but then when you get to know him, you discover that he's actually a great human being. I really want like a beast because I'm a beauty, honey. I'm looking for a beast, honey. So I'm a beauty and a beast. So yes, I'm looking for that. Um, I also want him to be a man that knows God. He must be someone who like thinks outside of the box. He mustn't be surface level. Like we must be able to have a conversation and like be friends. Well, we will. As I said, I am speaking it as if it is already happening. So we will have great conversations. In fact, we'll have a friendship, and like it'll be like my best friend, but in the form of a soulmate. So yeah, he must know God. He must be a spiritual person. He also must have standards. Like he mustn't be the type of guy who like he hopefully will come from a great hope. He must be a type of guy who will not necessarily like pee on the streets, like unless you really really have a good reason and you've been holding it in, because not everyone who's pees on the street doesn't have standards or is immoral or whatever. Do you understand? But I just want him to have standards. Like he mustn't, some type of guys, they just ain't ish at niggas. Like they date beautiful women with standards and then they cheat on them with like trash. Do you understand? I want him to just have standards. I hope I'm making sense. That's the character I want him to be. Another thing I would love for him to have, and he will definitely have, is for him to be smart. I want to look up to him. I want to get inspiration from him. I want to learn from him as much as he definitely will from me. Just like a nice exchange of things. I also hope he's like not too serious about life. Like he is a little bit goofy, has a fun side to him, a funny. Like I hope that. I hope I get that. So let me think. I think I may have something else I want to add. Oh yes, so more with the personality slash characteristics I would like for him to have is I would like for him to be masculine. As I said, I'm looking for a beast. So I want to feel safe around him, like just like my father. Like I believe my father is the first and only like real man that I know. So I am kind of looking for that in also my future husband. I want him to be masculine. I want to feel safe around him. I want to also know that I'm safe around. Like if something happens, I know that I can trust in him to protect me and hopefully our, okay, not hopefully, and our children, because it's gonna happen. I'm speaking about it like it's happening, so yeah. So I hope he's masculine. Yes, because I want to feel safe in his arms, honey. Ooh, I can see him. Ooh, he smells so good. Ooh, his smile. He's already killing me in my head. Anyway, so yes, that's it. So another characteristic, another category that I want to focus on is family. I really hope that he has both parents and they are married, and I hope that when I meet him, that's the type of family he comes from, because I come from a single parent home. Yes, I know my father and I know my mother, and both of them were in my life, but I just hope to have that as I just like, so, like I want to, because my mom has passed away, so I want to have people to rely on, because it takes a village to raise a child. So I want to have people to rely on in case I leave my children. At least I can rely on the mom, and I hope they have a great relationship. They definitely will. And he has siblings, and the siblings love me and we love each other. We have a great relationship. I hope that that mother ends up being a mother to me, and I hope that I can learn a lot from her. I can trust her, because as I said, it takes a village to raise a child, and I don't want to leave my child with nannies or random people. Yes, I definitely probably will have a nanny, but I want to have people I literally trust, like, because you can say someone you trust, but you're just saying it, you know but do you really trust them, with your kid? So I really want to have someone I can trust around my children. So yeah, with his family, I hope that's what it is. Both parents, the parents are together. The family dynamic is great, so that I can also have a good example for my kids. Yeah. Yeah. So the other category is finances. I really want him to come from money, you know and it must be something that I don't know. It mustn't be something that is known by everyone. It must be like a very discreet thing. Like, he must also be used to it. When you have old money, used to money, you're not really shocked or trying to wear flashy things, and I want that, because I'm looking out for my kids. My kids need to grow up well. And also, I hope I will at that time. I will, speaking it as if it's real. I will at that time also be rich, but he will be wealthy, you know? So, another thing that I want is for him to, like, either be a doctor, an athlete, or an entrepreneur. Do you understand, honey? That's where the smarts come in, because I want my kids to have good genes, something that when they're grown up, they can learn from their father. They can look at their father and be inspired and actually want to be like him. So yeah, that's another thing that will actually cover up that he comes from money, because he'll already be successful himself without, the family business or the old money that comes from his family. He would have created his own by the time I meet him, and then as I get to know him, I will then discover that he actually comes from old money. A race thing, I was thinking, like, should he have a race? But I prefer African. I prefer an African man. I don't mind if he's mixed, but there must be a whole lot of percentage of African there. He, like, his first parents, maybe his parents must be like mixed. The mother must be mixed and the father's black, or the father's mixed and the mother. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be too far from black. From African people. So yeah. Lastly, the other thing I would like for him to do is to teach me about money. I think I'm looking for like a friend in my potential husband, in my future husband, in my actual soulmate. Okay, load shedding. I probably have a few minutes. So yes, I hope he teaches me a lot about money. And yes, as I was saying, I think I'm looking for someone to like be a friend, be a brother, be a father to me, and someone who like will inspire me. And I hope to be the same to him. I hope we have a vice versa type of energy and exchange, you know? So yeah, I have finally built my ideal man, and now I'm just waiting. I sent my order over to the restaurant. I already ordered my meal at the restaurant, honey. Now it's being prepared. So I'm just gonna wait for it and like try and forget about this. And then hopefully in the few years I can look back and be like, oh wow, actually I got my ideal man, you know? So yes, we have finally reached the end of my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you'd like to know how I achieve my makeup looks, don't hesitate to go to my shorts. And yeah, please let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I think I already said that. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see my face again, honey. Until next time, I'll see you guys.